Now, we know that a petition has been lodged to the Justice Minister to have Oscar Pistorius released on a different date because, according to the Progressive Women's Movement of South Africa, they don't want Oscar Pistorius released during Women's Month. It's August. Now, is there any type of precedent for this type of petition, and could it affect the Justice Minister's decision? Could he potentially delay the release?
Well, I think first of all, a petition opposing Oscar's release should have been submitted prior to any date being determined by the Department of Correctional Services. It goes through a whole parole procedure. Submissions are made, depends on how he has behaved in prison, whether he's done various courses. So they look at a lot of factors before they decide to release. This kind of sentence is not unique in the sense they're releasing Oscar within a period of 1/6 or 10 months. It applies to anybody who's been sentenced to a sentence of 5 years in terms of Section 2761I of the Criminal Procedure Act. A decision made to release a prisoner or not release a prisoner can be taken on review to the National Parole Board. So that is an option that this group, and maybe the minister will look at it and say, well, we're taking it, it's been taken on review, and then a decision is made. But I believe the department would have looked at all the factors, the pros and the cons, with regard to his release. And unless there are very good reasons why a prisoner should not be released after 1/6, I don't believe that it's going to be successful. The fact that it's Women's Month, I think on its own, isn't sufficient reason to take a decision made to release somebody on review. They could possibly even approach a court. So the minister can play a role with regard to this in respect of the review of the decision. And, as I say, there is a procedure that people can follow, either if you're a prisoner and you feel aggrieved about not being released, or you may be a victim and you feel aggrieved about the fact that somebody is going to be released.
In fact, 10 months ago, we knew that Oscar Pistorius was going to be released in August. It seems, I would say, too little too late to lodge an application on the Monday before his release on the Friday.
Yes, everybody knew about it. So you apply the arithmetic, and it's going to be during August. It's Women's Month. So I believe any submission should have been made earlier. And I don't think that on its own is enough ground to say, well, you can't be released. So then again, you're distinguishing between Oscar and other prisoners who've received the same kind of punishment and who have been released after serving 1/6 of their sentence. So it's kind of in reverse. Everybody's saying Oscar's got special treatment. This is a sentence that has been handed down to other convicted accused. Now, the reverse, well, Oscar should not be released where others have been applying all the criteria that the Department of Correctional Services have applied.